Hey, well, good evening, friends. Rob Hipp here live from the SHN Sports Broadcast Studio. I'm with my good friend and, more importantly, great cousin, Stephen Stahn, who will be hosting alongside some of our other SHN staff this upcoming fall SHN Football Friday. Stephen, excited about it, man. I know today we're a little casual, just having fun as we are setting up and working on our new systems here, but really excited, man. Going to be a lot of fun.
Tons of excitement for the potential and for everything that we can do with this, and I'm looking forward to it in the most extreme way. I can't wait.
Well, friends, some of the exciting features that we'll have here, we know that there's a lot of folks in the area, and great folks at that do coverage on Friday nights. Our great friends at Fan Stand, we love what they do. Our show, not to compete with anyone out there, it's just we've got a different level of how we're going to do things. We still really enjoy our relationship with a lot of other media folks, but our show is going to be a little bit different in the fact that we will actually feature live video right here from the SHN Sports Broadcast Studio. That was the reason, Stephen, why we built the studio. So we're excited about that. We will have video clips that will come into us. You'll be able to Skype in. So not only will you be able to call in, you'll be able to Skype in, you'll be able to send us information and more with the hashtag SHN Football Friday. Stephen, it's going to be a jam-packed show, man. Are you up for the challenge? It's going to be from 6 p.m. to midnight, man. Can you hold it up, man?
I mean, I can't imagine spending a Friday night any place better, and there's nowhere I'd rather be. I'm excited to keep track of all the games like myself. I mean, I enjoyed just knowing what's going on in high school football and being able to share that with our viewers and everyone in the area. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think the most interesting fact, like I said, it'll be a video stream live on the internet. So of course we'll be able to bring really dynamic coverage, and it's not just the teams that we cover here on SHN Sports. And our network is expanding this fall as well. We've got some great information. We can't release that yet, but we're excited about some expansion happening here at SHN Sports. When Carl Schoening and I started this business just about 5 years ago now, we were always committed to the commitment of quality. We wanted to make sure that we take care of who we broadcast for, and especially with high school football coming up, our goal is to really help empower schools and organizations to promote their student athletes and events. That's what we do here on SHN Sports. And so part of this coverage on Friday nights, it'll be from 6 p.m. to midnight every Friday this fall, 18 weeks. We will go game one. Actually, we may even go 19 because we're going to have a preview week, Stephen.
Yeah.
So we're going to take all that time, have it here, and it's going to be a lot of fun, man. So what are you most excited about? You're passionate. You're from McCallum.
Yeah.
You've been calling Eastview, and when the opportunity came up, you said, man, I would love to work in the studio this season. So talk about that, man.
I've enjoyed doing play-by-play. Obviously, I've been here since year one, since we first got going, covering Gerald my first year with SHN in our first year of existence, and just being able to learn as I go and improve year by year. And with the network, you talked about how much we've been focused on quality rather than quantity.
Mm-hmm.
We've had a couple additional schools and teams over the years, but I think the main thing that we've done is perfect and grow our sound and our quality and our delivery and everything. And I think we've all played a part in making that happen, and we're putting together something that we're all proud of. And yeah, as you said, when you first brought up the whole idea of a Friday night show, it immediately drew my interest. I feel like I'm a very personable person. I like speaking to masses and in a more, it's a much less choreographed thing, I think. Play-by-play, you call what's on the field, and that's your job. And I enjoyed that, and I think I got better at it as we went, and it was great. And I'm still gonna do it, right? I'm sure, but
yeah, we need you, man. Don't bellow us on a play-by-play. We need you.
Yeah, I'll stay fresh. But being able to do it like an in studio type of presentation is something that I think I would excel at, and I'm excited to contribute to as well.
Awesome, man. Well, excited to have you here, and of course I'll be out calling Georgetown Eagle football Southwestern games on Saturday. One of the cool features that we will have, though, for those that watch the coverage on SHN, the SHN produced broadcast here in Central Texas, the awesome thing is those games at halftime, we will send it to the studio. So you guys here in studio will be able to chat about what's going on throughout Central Texas and our coverage, not just Central Texas, but our coverage. We'll send it to the studio at halftime. You'll be able to provide score updates. We'll have scoreboard updates every 15 minutes is kind of the plan right now. We're still really talking about the format, how the show is going to work, how we've kind of laid it out to start with is from 6 to 7, it'll be a preview show. We'll talk to coaches from around the area, play interviews that we had during the week, and just kind of preview all of the games that are happening in Central Texas for that first hour. And then from 7 o'clock on to 10:30, it's game on, man, as we will be covering all games across Central Texas. And that's really where the support of you, the viewers, comes into play. We're going to kindly ask that you tweet out and send us Instagram video snaps and other information with the hashtag SHN Football Friday. Now, Stephen, you brought up a good point. As check it out, we're doing a little green screen fun here. SHN Football Friday, you saw this earlier. You said, hey, that's got spaces in it. So we're going to ask you, of course, you can't do a hashtag with spaces. Condense that. We just wanted to make it where folks can read it really easy. So going to be a lot of fun as we will just talk about the games throughout Central Texas. You guys will chime in to our current coverage during those events. And then after, from 10 to midnight or 10:30 to midnight, that's an opportunity for our audience to really engage with us even more. Not only can you engage during the broadcast, we will have a post game as well, so you'll be able to engage with that. That's going to be exciting because we'll have friends out there Skyping us, sending us Instagram videos, Twitter videos, and Stephen, that's where your technology expertise is going to come in. So, I'm like the Facebook and the Twitter guy. Yeah. You're all about Instagram, and that's where everybody's heading, man.
Yeah, I think it's, I know it's the #1 social network site in terms of, Facebook obviously has the maximum amount or not maximum, but the most users of any social network site. But in terms of growth and interaction, Instagram is by far like the thing right now. So we'll try to be as active as we can on there. And you mentioned having viewers call in, Skype and all that. We'll talk to you guys, the broadcasters, calling the game, but we want every bit of viewership that we can, and that'll help make our show better for you and for us. We want to know what video clips you can send us and what's going on there. As fun and awesome as it is to be at the games. It's nobody can be at every game, and no group of people can be at every game. So we would love for every bit of anything that you can, as a viewer and also as a broadcaster, can provide us to help make this as packed as a show as we can possibly bring to you.
Yeah, and really, Stephen, you hit the nail on the head, as this show wouldn't be possible, of course, without our sponsors, and we're starting to sell sponsorship packages now, studio sponsors here. And you may still hear a little bit of an echo. We're still working on soundproofing, and we'll have everything ready for the fall. But not only the sponsors, but really this wouldn't be possible without you and your content and what you provide on Friday nights. And so we're excited about that. Again, I know it's cool. A lot of folks say, man, I get to hear my voice on the radio. Well, now not only do you get to do that if you want to call in other shows, especially our friends at FanStan, but then you can also call us or Skype us and have your face and your voice. You don't have to do your face if you don't want to. Some people say, I don't want my face. But you can have your voice on our show if you want to go that route as well. We are setting up phone lines here, so you'll not only be able just to do Skype, you'll be able to call in. A lot of really awesome options. And really, friends, what this comes down to at the end of the day is it's all about the student athletes that we cover. We want to bring the most promotion and really encourage you to help us to deliver content to help promote these student athletes. That's one awesome thing when we get to cover Gerald just to our north here in Georgetown. Of course, one of the exciting things, Stephen, as you know, because you covered Gerald during their 10-0. That was, how lucky are you, man? You start broadcasting the first time, and Gerald goes undefeated that first season, man.
Yeah, no, I'm grateful to have been a part of that season and learn, so much, just being there, but also have the success and the fun that was a part of that whole season with them. Yeah. It was a joy. And
that's one of the cool things here at SHN is, there's a lot of big schools and a lot of great schools out there. Of course, we broadcast for several what you would consider larger schools in 5A and 6A. But when you get to those lower classifications, those schools don't really get the coverage that we always feel like they deserve. And that's where we come in at SHN. So no matter if you're a powerhouse in 6A or you're a school that's in 2A, heck, even 6-man if we have folks watching from outside Central Texas, Send us your content. We will do our best to promote that content live on the air. The cool thing is it's going to be a laid-back atmosphere. We want you to feel like you're part of something great. We call our friends here that work with us at SHN, of course, our SHN family. We want to welcome you into that family as well, and you can do that right here on Friday night. Steven, I'm excited, man. I could sit here and talk about it all night. I know you could too, but I'm really looking forward to it, man. So
yeah, I mean,
final thoughts from you.
Yeah, I mean, you said, after 10:30 is when it's a good time for, the games wrapping up, hearing from the viewers and everyone at the games and how they went and what they feel about them and stuff. But I think it's not, we are in no way trying to understate, what you can contribute during the games. And from that, 7 to 10 time frame, we, big hits or big touchdown pass, like we want to see that like as we go throughout the show as well, even if it's not a final score. So just throughout everything, and the best way I think to do that aspect of things is through the hashtag on Twitter, and we'll be following everything that's tagged to this hashtag, hashtag SHN Football Friday, all together.
No spaces.
And and we'll be monitoring that all night, and trying to, and we'll shout out the users that give us the content. Shout out to whoever, and make sure that they get the credit for giving us what they're offering us, and we appreciate it all. And I'm excited to and not only when you're doing play-by-play, you're kind of covering one team, you're aware of the district or whatever. I'm most excited to cover everything. I'm not covering a specific team. I'm, covering Central Texas football, and that's really exciting to me because like you said, it's 3A, 5A, 6A, like all the matchups, all the playoff pictures, and all that. I want to know all of it.
Well, the coverage is going to be great, comprehensive coverage. Friends, make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube. This will be a live YouTube show every Friday night. Now, there's a lot of friends out there, again, on the radio waves. They do a tremendous job. We feel that our coverage here with the video is going to be a little bit more comprehensive in that fact, but we're still going to partner and do things with a lot of our media friends that we continue to support them and appreciate all that they do. We just have a little bit of a different angle in the way that we have been doing things here on SHN. Just like our friends at FanStan, we are all about promoting student athletes here in Central Texas. FanStan does it better than nobody else, so we hope that we can do just a little bit there on the video side as far as live broadcasting on Friday night. So again, follow FanStan on Twitter as well, FanStan ATX. Make sure to follow us on Twitter as well. Make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, as we will have really what I feel like is going to be some great coverage. And Steven, again, before we sign off here, of course, you've got to tag stuff at hashtag SHN Football Friday. That's where it's all going to take place. And you're out of McAllen, so I know you've got some friends over in that area too, Steven, from the years, man.
Yeah. And I do want to say, as we I just lost my train of thought.
Provide coverage, expand.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know what I was saying.
It's a Saturday, man.
We're excited.
We're saying Football Friday, and it's really Saturday.
It's not even right. But no, I'm just excited to get the season going, see what all we can do together as the SHN family. I think the roof is gonna get blown off, and we're gonna cover this football season unlike any other.
Awesome. Well, again, appreciate you, friends. Make sure to tune in. Steven?
I was going to say, as you subscribe to our YouTube and follow us on Twitter and all that, if you want to be notified of when we go live on things, there's a little bell button. Most people know it. When you subscribe to any channel on YouTube, if you want to hit that bell, it'll notify you when we go live or when we upload a video, so that you can't miss a second of this football coverage on Fridays.
Awesome. Well, remember, friends, here at SHN, our story is we help to empower schools and organizations to promote their student athletes and events. That's what we do here on SHN Sports. That, honestly, friends, is why we exist. We want to be able to deliver the best content to you that we can, in hopes not only to promote those student athletes, but for fans who can attend games, and for those that just want to keep up to date with what's going on here in the high school world. And, of course, my background in technology for so many years here in Central Texas, the passion has always been in broadcasting, and now utilizing with the support of our SHN family and so many others, and also families out there over the years that have supported us, able to utilize that technology through today's internet means, which bandwidth is everywhere, and now really delivering that content. And we're excited about it, man. So, Steven, I'm looking forward to it. I'd shake your hand, but how'd you break your arm, man? I got to ask you that.
Hey, I'm one of the many that rode an electric scooter downtown and fell off of it, and I broke my wrist. I get this off on Wednesday, and it could not come any sooner. I'm just excited to go to Barton Springs and jump in the pool finally or something. You know?
Yeah, you had a message today, someone asking you to go out to what
yeah.
sounded luxurious, but you couldn't go because of the cast, man.
Yeah, there's been a lot I've had to hold off on, mainly like playing basketball and playing sports myself. I'm a very active person, so it's been hard to stay grounded with this. But
all right, Steven, well, I'll give you a dab with the other one, man.
Works.
So, well, friends, we're excited. Thanks for joining us. Steven Stun and one of our other SHN family members. We're not going to announce it just yet, but we're working on it. And we will make sure that once we have everything confirmed, he will be here alongside Steven Stun. We're excited about it. We love you guys so much. And more importantly, we love what we do. We're passionate about our kids here in Central Texas. Please join us. Please tune in. And also, I talk a lot, man. One final thing. That's what I love about this, too. You know, unlike being on radio waves, if we want to keep the show going, you keep the show going. There's no time constraint, really, at least right now, until our network grows. But what I was going to say is, and I just lost my train of thought, Steven. I was going to say, make sure to follow us. I was going to say, have fun. We love you guys. I don't even know what I was going to say, man. Dude, we're feeding off of each other today on forgetting what to say. But again, it's going to be a lot of fun this season, promoting the kids and helping to see this kind of coverage come up here. So, Steven, thank you, man.
Yeah, and as I work full time at a high school as a educator, and being around these kids, whether they're athletes or not, just knowing that I can play a part, when I get off and go, showcase these student athletes and get them out there and known and for what they're doing. I mean, they work really hard, and I see it in the classroom and I see it on the field, and it's cool to be able to kind of play both sides of that.
Well, another thing I was going to say, and I do remember this, is we were talking about when we do coverage for Georgetown on Friday nights when it's home games. A lot of our guys said, man, we want to race over and hang out in the studio. So will y'all let us hang out in the studio with you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the studio's kind of on property here of mine, but you guys are going to be running the show, so I got to ask you.
I don't know, man. I got to think about it. Boss.
Yeah. Well, again, friends, thanks. We can't wait to see you. Remember, #SHN Football Friday. We love you. We cannot wait to get this show started. We'll see you. Have a great weekend, everybody. And remember, football.
#
Football Friday. See ya. Good night. Have a great weekend.